So welcome to Russia. The 2018 FIFA World Cup is now well underway. We had the opening game last night. Ian and myself will be here for the next few weeks to talk back over the action from the previous day and look forward to some of the games coming up today. So the first place to start is with the host nation last night, a resounding 5-0 win against Saudi Arabia and the perfect start to the tournament.
Yeah, no, you've seen, even in here, we're out sitting in the cafe in the main high streets in Moscow. There's a vibe about the place. They've loved it. I think it's great for the host nation to have such a good start. The quality of the game, the quality of defending needs to be questioned, but nonetheless, you know, Cherchev coming on, getting them 2 goals, and Zagoev, maybe that's done the manager a favour. So wonderful start, and hopefully them goals continue to flow.
Yeah, they were the 2 lowest ranked teams and they put on quite a show last night. So 3 more games coming up today, 1 more from Group A. That's the first game of the day. It's Uruguay against Egypt, and Uruguay, in the eyes of many, are dark horses this year.
Yeah, well, I can understand why. You think about Jimenez and Godin, you know, Suarez, top player, Cavani, and then you think about if he just freshens up the midfield a bit with a Betancourt or something like that. I think Oscar Tavares' side really have an opportunity, and you expect them to win today. But I look at
Salah is fit. Salah is fit.
Yeah, and I look at Egypt. I mean, there's some decent players in there. You know, Salah is a very important player. He's seen that in, you know, what, 5 goals and 2 assists in qualifying. They don't really concede a lot of goals. So I just think there'll be a bit too much quality from Uruguay. I'm going to fancy Uruguay just to nick that one, John.
Yeah, and the 2 teams now chasing Russia, who had that fantastic start last night. Then we're on to Group B. The first game in Group B is Morocco against Iran. Yeah. On paper, perhaps not the most appetising of games, but there are individual players there, particularly for Morocco.
Yeah, well, I looked at Morocco's side last night. I'm thinking, you know, he's done a great job by Queiroz. He deserves special praise for the job. He had 12 consecutive clean sheets in qualifying and finished above South Korea. So they're not to be underestimated, and got some decent players. Jahan Bakash from Almaz, the top goal scorer in Eredivisie. But I look at that, even their back 4. It's Hakimi from Real Madrid. You know, it's top players, and I think Giroud will probably play right back. You know,
and given the group they're in, those 2 teams both have to win that game. They're in with Portugal and Spain. So for any chance of them to go through, you would think both have to win it. So with that in mind, will they go to attack? I mean, their strength might be defensively, but they're going to go score some goals.
Yeah, I agree. It looks on paper like a 0-0, and I've got that game. But you're right. They can't afford to hang back and get a 0-0 because, you know, the quality of the other 2 teams in the group. A big win, like you've seen with Saudi last night, puts such a pressure on the next game. So, you know, I like him. Benatia at the heart of the defence. I just fancy that'll be a fantastic game. And if I'm honest, I think Morocco got a little bit too much quality for a round.
Well, that's the aperitif, or whatever the Russian word aperitif is, in Group B, leading up to Portugal against Spain, which is one of the highlights of the entire tournament. Coming on day 2, it's a fantastic way to start the World Cup. But the backdrop of this turmoil in the Spain camp is just absolutely remarkable. Lopetegui sacked, Fernando Hierro has come in. Will he be a galvanising force for them?
Well, I think he's a figurehead for the Spanish nation. I think that makes a very sensible appointment. The Lopetegui thing's bizarre. A lot of players in the camp would love him to stay. I think he was very emotional at a press conference to him yesterday, almost in tears, saying saddest day since his mother's death. You know, I don't think it's been handled particularly good, but Spain have a load of quality. And people talk about the ageing back 4 of Portugal. You know, you look at Guedes and Ronaldo, if Guedes gets on the pitch.
Chelsea Martin's going to be one to watch this World Cup, a cracking young player.
Yeah, absolutely, and same as Guedes. You know, about Silva playing off Ronaldo. Yeah. I wonder whether Guedes might play, because he's been a revelation at Valencia. You'd sense that we both think that maybe Spain would do that, but I think it's an absolutely fabulous game. Maybe the best game in the whole of the first round, and I hope it's not a stalemate. And I don't think, I've got to say, I do not think Fernando Santos will come out and play rah-rah football. He won't do that. He'll be very disciplined.
Well, the way they won the Euros 2 years ago was by being strong defensively. Barely won a game. They only won 1 game in regulation time at the Euros and won the whole tournament. Yeah,
and I think it'll be the same today. And you know, like the Ronaldo, the Silvas, the players, the João Mario's in the team, you can get a goal on the counter-attack. So for me, I fancy Spain, I've got to say, but they're a resilient bunch, and everyone's talking about age inside. I just wonder, I just got a sneaky suspicion that might be a draw. If I do fancy Spain strongly to go quite a long way in this tournament, but if not, I fancy it to be a draw. Yeah.
Well, 5 goals in the first game last night, 3 more games today. The sun's out, fantastic place to be. We're loving it.